home here as a proud sort of one of the original JAB members. I've seen the journey that you've been on with FedRAMP, and we certainly all appreciate that. It's been instrumental. 2 to 3 years from now, what can we expect? Well, what's that experience going to be like?
Well, it's going to be magical, Luke. Everything is going to be instant and free. No, FedRAMP is one of those fundamentally hard problems, right? So we have somewhat contradictory goals that are on the program. Right? The purpose of making FedRAMP is to bring some consistency to the government, how it engages with cloud. Cloud providers should be able to work with the government once and have that just work and have that carry through. Agencies should be able to take another agency's work and not have to redo it and be able to lean on that and do a lot less work. If that's not the goal, then what's the point of this? At the same time, the federal agencies have totally different risk appetites, and for very good reasons, right? If you're an organization running a nuclear lab, you're going to need to have a different kind of confidence in things that you bring into your environment than a software development shop, and there's a big spectrum on that. FedRAMP can't be a program that holds up 95% of the government until the most risk intolerant 5% of the government is comfortable with everything, right? We have to somehow do these things, and those are tough. Those goals contradict each other to some extent, right? And our task in that is to acknowledge it and start adapting to where we think we can, move some of the complexity in the system to the places where it can be better managed, right? So there are places where we're looking where we can centralize more, where we envision GSA doing a whole lot more of what the program calls continuous monitoring, all the sort of post-authorization work. And so there's an oversight component to that. There's a data analysis component to that. We're also going to lean more into what the statute and the OMB memo call the presumption of adequacy, right? Which is it's a formal sounding way of saying the thing that I was just describing, that like it's supposed to add some consistency and centrality to the process. A FedRAMP authorization is generally speaking supposed to be sufficient for an agency to go and take it and move forward. And part of the program's role in that is making sure that's a very defensible stance, and that we're going to be putting some more effort into having the full body of FedRAMP authorizations, a sort of clearer, consistent set of expectations for what those hold. And I think there's just one of the things I really like the most about this administration's cybersecurity strategy is the thing that the point that it makes about moving the burden and risk management away from end users and onto technology providers and onto places where it can be more appropriately managed. I think there's a very direct analog to risk management as well. We want to look for places where FedRAMP can do more of that risk management where it is possible. But the other half, the flip side of this coin here is where we're also you can see this and what we're going on now. We're striking up many more partnerships I think than we have in the past to take advantage of the expertise and the varying sort of approaches and risk appetites that agencies have to take advantage of their expertise and their capacity and expand the throughput of the FedRAMP ecosystem more than any one agency like ours could possibly do. Those are, again, it's tricky things to do all at the same time, but that we're trying to lay out how we're going to go about that so that by the end of this, we may not make the hard problem of FedRAMP disappear from the earth because it is just a fundamentally hard one, but it should feel like it is the system has been more naturally rebalanced to go fast where it can go fast, to be centralized where it can be centralized, and when it can't be, you understand why, and there's a way to navigate that. That's how I'd say it.